Hello and welcome to this video. In today's video I'm going to show you Lineage OS 23.2. It's a really great OS in my opinion. It's based on Android 16 as you can see right here, and I will show you how it works, so if you can decide if you want to switch yourself. I have it installed on my OnePlus Pad 3. It's a really new device from OnePlus. It's the newest tablet, actually the highest end one. And I also installed it on my Galaxy S9, the 2018 flagship from Samsung. And well, I'm just doing this video on my tablet because it's a better aspect ratio for YouTube. But on my S9, basically everything is true too. It's really fluid, especially on this device. It has 144 Hz, but also my S9 is super duper smooth. Well, it's always locked to 60 Hz on this OS. So in today's video I'm going to give you a little tour, and you can just see if you want this and well, the pros and cons. So first of all, I'm going to start with the first pro, and this is the free storage, because on Lineage OS many apps you install are just open source. You get a lot of free storage. On my Galaxy S9 I have only 64 GB of free storage, and well, Lineage OS and all my games, well, they take only about 30 GB. It's not a lot. And of course, in God of fashion, not only the ROM is super unbloated, but also the RAM. On this device I have 16 GB, and well, on Oxygen OS it took like 8 or 9 GB with nothing open at all. And on Lineage OS I actually can enjoy over 15 GB of free memory, because Lineage OS only takes about 800 MB. So first of all, we are going to start with the pre-installed apps on Lineage OS and see how good they are. First of all, the Jelly browser. It's a basic browser. You can configure from the interface right here. You can enable desktop website if you need that, but sadly this doesn't stay active if you close the browser. It well, it vanishes. And this is actually very different from most browsers. If you open a new tab, you can see you have a new window open right here. You have two browsers now. And well, if you noticed it already, I turn off all of the blur because I find it really distracting and ugly. So keep that in mind. Next of all, we got the gallery. As you can see, it's a basic photo viewer. Nothing special about it. You can edit photos from there, but I really don't recommend it. You could use other apps for that. And I think this app is the best. The file browser, if you use well, the Amethyst launcher from my other video, you will love this. You get direct access to your files, your actual files, not the Google Files app, which hides a lot of stuff from you, and you just gain access to everything. Next up, one of my favorite apps. You got this wonderful music player. Well, I have some shitty music, and I have a lot of good music. You can see the interface looks like this. I have sound on. I think it looks really great. On phones it looks a little bit different, but yeah. Then you have the calculator app. On phones it looks way better. It kinda has that Google design, and I really like it. It's a great app. And next up, you got the clock app, and as you can see, it looks and feels like the Google app. Except for tablets, it actually has a better layout, and you can see right here, it doesn't say, well, actually this can spy on you, blah 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 blah, because this is open source, it's free, and you can even install it on your phone. I, for example, have this music player on my Telegram because I think it's actually the best music player on Android. So, if you can see, these apps are mostly open source, but what's that? Snapseed is closed source, Gboard is closed source, or Files is closed source. Well, there's a reason for that. For example, Gboard is just a better keyboard. It looks better. I use the German layout with these letters right here, and well, this sliding thing keyboard, you know, the AOSP keyboard doesn't have that. And also, if you have a physical or Bluetooth keyboard, I don't know, if you connect it, you get like a little bar on the bottom right here, with like the taskbar. The OSP keyboard doesn't have that too, so it's a must-have. The Google Files app is really great between sending the data from this down to this folder. I'm going to talk about that very soon. Somebody will just shout at me, well, Google Files is spying at you. It's sending all your data away. That's true, but you can do two things to help that. First of all, disable the battery usage in the background, and next of all, you can disable all the data permission. On phones you get two extra options. First of all, mobile data and mobile data background. So this is really great if you let's say have a closed source app with ads. You can just pop that in and it's all gone because your device is offline. You can open Google Files or any other app and it gives you this little icon up here. You can see this means device is offline now. Everything else in the background still gets all of the data, so that's really great. And I did that with Snapseed, with Gboard, and well, with Google Files, because actually Google Files is sending your data away. If you don't toggle this off, and I tried it already on a friend's phone, he has Lineage OS 2, but with Google Apps, it sends data away. So keep that in mind. So let's say you have these open source apps and you want some closed source apps, like you need Instagram, WhatsApp, something like that. And for that, as you can see, we have no Google services. We got this. Oh, look at this. It's a private space. You can see you can you have a lot of options, like you can set it to lock every time you shut the display off or 5 minutes after shutting the display off, and you can hide it too, but for this use case it doesn't really make sense, and you can of course just delete all of the data. Why did I set it up like this? As you can see, this is the private space, and if I lock this, every will just completely stop working in the background, so there is no spying. You don't have to rely on these privacy settings anymore. Then with micro G, I have it 2 times because well, you don't see this app. You can just install any app, like for example on my phone I have the Kaufland app because I'm very broke and I need the money, and it actually refuses to open without the micro G app. It's like Google Play services but more privacy friendly. And well, you just need to install the apps. On the mobile profile you have the F-Droid app. I installed a custom client that looks a little bit nicer. You have the installed apps, you can see the updates here. I actually have one. It's a really great app, but you don't have like these, you know, everyone NPC apps like Instagram or WhatsApp. And if you want these, and they just work completely fine on this setup, you can download the Aurora store. It's on F-Droid. You can see right here, this is the normal F-Droid, and you can see Aurora store, and you can open it or install and update it from here. As you can see, it opens. I'm not clicking this icon right here, but you can log in. This is the OnePlus Pad 3, but you can claim, like spoof it to be like a Pixel tablet or a real OnePlus Pad, for example, and you gain access to a few apps. As you can see right here, you have a few apps like here, Discord. You can just well, install the updates, and as you can see right here, it just tells you without Google Play services the app works, but with not all of the features available. And if you use micro G, it works without issues. And it also tells you right here which trackers it uses. So it's really great if you have like an app you don't really trust, and you can just check, I don't know if I want that. And the best thing is you don't have to de-Google, you don't have to do anything right now. You can just hop in, download F Store or a client, and download Aurora Store right now on your normal phone. It will work, and you can just go in there, check if your favorite apps have trackers, and I'm just going to say all of them have trackers. I think Steam is the only exception. Oh, seems like Moko got an update. Nobody's playing this anymore if you remember this. I think it was fun for the first season, but anyway, it has trackers too. And on that topic, let's see. I have Brawl Stars installed right now, and I can show you everything works completely fine in here, except for the shop. You can see all of the money purchases are not available. You can still buy things for gems, but this is the limitation. If you need that, I guess use the Supercell store. For other apps it won't work. Paid apps can just be downloaded. For example, I can just hop in. I already bought Minecraft and Geometry Dash, so not a free piracy download method. Doesn't work like that. Let's see, Minecraft, and oh, I have this one too. Well, it says it costs money, but if you click on it, because I already paid it, it will just start the download. I'm not installing Minecraft because Bedrock sucks. I have Java installed, so you can see from the last video. In short, I will just say this OS is really, really great if you love privacy. It's also great if you have a device like this, the OnePlus Pad 3. It only gets 4 years of software updates, and my S9, for example, died officially on Android 10, but all of these devices are just running Android 16. You get all the latest features. As you can see, you got the redesign, you can play around with these things. As I said, I turned blur off because it just sucks. I find it to be so incredibly ugly, and you gain a little extra features, like here I can press auto brightness. This isn't available on Pixels. Also, you can just like move this bar down there in settings. You gain a few extra features. It's really great. Or this icon shape, for example, is not available on Pixels. It's available here. It's like Pixel Experience, if you remember that ROM. You gain just a few features. It's very fun. It's very great to use. And well, if you like this, you should install this too. Just keep in mind, a few things might probably not work, like banking, for example. Google Pay will 100% not work, I'm very sure of that. Just try it out. If you have an old device, go to Lineage OS, go to the website, it's right here, and press Get Lineage OS, search your device. Some devices are not officially supported, like my S9, so you can see you press OnePlus, scroll a little down, and here is the OnePlus Pad 2 Pro and 3, press on 3, and you get all the information right here that you need. You can just install it, you get the installation guide, just follow this, you don't need a tutorial. And very important, if something does break, this happened to a friend of mine with a OnePlus Pad 3, sometimes you get the update a little bit faster, the Oxygen OS update, than the Lineage OS 1, because it has to merge. Lineage OS updates are always on Thursday. There are the updates, and they install very quickly. It's no problem and everything, but essentially the friend had the issue where he had a super new, not yet released patch, and he was installing the ROM on Wednesday, and he tried to install, well, the old version. It didn't boot, it didn't do anything, and then he decided to roll back to Oxygen OS, which hard-bricked his device. Keep that in mind. If something like this happens, wait until the next update, try it again. For that time you sadly don't have a usable device, but don't rush anything. And if you have any questions, there are the forums. Don't try it yourself, ask for help, or you might brick your device. I know the devs are very helpful. They always just try to make it the best it can be for you. For example, you can post on the Reddit. Here, just search Lineage OS and hop on there. You can just ask your questions. I certainly ask questions there. Make your reports, and if you have bugs, you can send it there too. Bugs are very, very rare though on this official version. For example, on my S9 I just had a bug where I recorded a video and then suddenly didn't want to record anymore. Or for example, calls over 4G are broken. This doesn't happen on official versions like this. if you have a fairly new device, you will probably get years and years of official version support, and it will run very, very well. If you want to see anything other than this, you can feel free to comment, and I'm trying to make a follow-up if somebody has a question. Well, thanks for watching, see you in a bit.